Hello, welcome to Lady Lay Tarot. And as you're watching this, we are entering into the season of spring, and I'm very energized to do this reading for you today.
On you versus the third party.
Well, it's a bit of a
sensual or romantic topic.
So I'm going to try to keep it PG-13 as much as possible. This will be a reading about what your lover, the person on your mind, who's the love interest, thinks about you in bed versus the other party. So this other party may refer to the ex that you have in mind, or if you're in a third party situation, the other person that they're also dealing with. And we're going to try to see in this person's mind how they compare you to, like who they think is better in the sheets. So we have 6 piles with us today. The first is a yellow. Second is the blue, white, and beige. Third is the purple. Fourth is the pinkish hues. Fifth is the white and blue. And the sixth is the mostly reddish one. I want you to take a moment, pause the video if you have to, and see which of the pile or piles you feel are calling out to you. And go to the timestamp in the description to see the answer to this question. Who does this love interest of yours think is better in bed? So, pause the video, choose your pile, and let's get into your reading today. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the yellow stone, the number 1. And the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile is the Death card. Ooh, the Scorpio. So the question that I was asking as I was shuffling was, what is one of the ways that this love interest of yours thinks about you in the sheets? We're going to get 2 more cards, of course, but the first thing that I'm seeing with this Death is that it's very intense with the Scorpio energy here. It's definitely nothing in the middle. Okay, it's something extreme. I don't know, maybe this person thinks of you as like a dominatrix, or someone who'd be willing to try very risky things.
A freak.
Someone who takes their breath away. You know, I'm going to try to keep it PG-13 with my descriptions. Or this could also say that they just don't think of you in a sexual way anymore. Okay, but we'll need 2 cards to see what other things they think about you regarding in between the sheets, and for this third party, this other person that you're comparing, or rather they're comparing you to. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, 2 cards. Okay, these flew out. So let's see which one's for you. And 2 for this other person. And we're going to compare. Okay, this wanted to go in your pile. Okay, so I'm going to keep that. And 2 or 3 from this pile. Okay, 3 wanted to come out for how they feel about this other person sexually. Okay, so, ooh, okay. Now for you, well, that's a very good sign with the Ace of Pentacles. It's something fresh. It's something emotional. But at the same time, there's this resistance. We have the swords seen here twice. So I want to get a clarifier for that, for why there's this resistance, or they think you're rough on them. But maybe this person likes it. You would know. Triumph over troubles, obstacles. Okay. And for this person, we got this third party. Cracked cup and grasshopper. Situation in the balance that requires careful handling. So with this other person, I'm going to jump straight into the other person because the cards I got, it says dissatisfaction. Okay, so the Fool, maybe this person has like premature ejaculation problems with this other person, because as soon as they get excited, this third party may turn them down a lot, or they may disappoint them in some way. With the Knight of Pentacles, there's a slow moving energy. It's like it requires work, effort. But it's not negative, okay? So I wouldn't say that this person doesn't enjoy intimate relations with the other person when they think of this person. But the 9 of Pentacles, it's a pleasing card. It's something that's pleasant. It's something that is good, but nothing intense. Like as we saw with you. And we have the grasshopper. It says situation in the balance that requires careful handling. So with this other person, they're more gentle, or they try to be very measured. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow moving knight of the deck. And they're afraid of like messing this thing up, or they're self-conscious. They're afraid of doing the wrong thing, or they feel like they're rejected a lot, or they're rejected sometimes by this person, or they're disappointed by this person. Whereas with you, it is exhilarating. Maybe you are more of a leader. You take the initiative. The Queen of Swords is decisive, someone who knows what she wants, or is someone that talks dirty to him. You know, the Queen of Swords could be someone who is like very to the point, talks dirty. But King of Cups is also an emotional card, so there's the emotional factor here as well. And also with the beautiful Ace of Pentacles, it's a breakthrough. It's amazing. It's something fresh, something that is very rare to find, something that is like 1 in a million. And the Death card here is also a clarifier of this and shows that they soar to new heights, or that's what they think of
The ecstasy.
the intimate relationship with you, if they've had it. That it's something that's like extremely
Climactic.
novel and beautiful. And it's like, but beautiful in a very exciting or dangerous way, with emotions involved as well. But with this other person, yes, there's emotions involved as well, but they're more tentative, they're more careful, they're afraid to let loose. There's something holding them back, like subconsciously. So overall, I would say it's leaning more towards you, that they think you are better in bed than this other person because you're more intense, you're more memorable here. And something about you talking dirty definitely penetrates into this person's psyche. And we have all of these like pretty positive cards here, this intensity. And as we know, intensity is not forgotten. And something that touches the emotions is not as easily forgotten. Whereas with this person, there's just an ease, there's just a comfort level, and there's a slowness, nothing too exaggerated, nothing too intense. And at times there's even like disappointments, something that's not like idealized, and that they have to carefully, you know how the grasshopper has to plan ahead before the winter strikes, so they have to build things and make investments before winter strikes. Otherwise, they're going to be left out in the cold and starving to death. So this person is more tentative around this other person. So you're more exciting to this person, others, to this love interest sexually, more than the third party is. And let's take a look as to maybe 2 more cards for what this person likes about you, each of you and this other person. So let's see. Okay, some cards fell down. So let's see, for you, for this other person, for you, okay, for this other person, okay, and clarifiers. Okay, we got it. Okay, so let's take a look how this person, or what this person most likes about you. We have Caterpillar. Like, you slowly grew on this person is the first inkling that I'm getting with this card, and then you blossom into a butterfly. So it's, wow, firecracker. It's unexpected. And just as I was about to say that, this card comes through. We have the Avenger. There's something ferocious about you, something
Relentless, wild, otherworldly.
something a genie would dream up. And it also says deep friendship with someone. And we also had the King of Cups here, which I did confirm was an emotional attachment to you, at least sexually. So this confirms that. It's a double whammy here, that this person, you have grown on this person. And at first, it may have started off like, oh, this person just thought of you as this caterpillar that hasn't fully fledged, that hasn't become a full-grown butterfly, and then you became the seductive, very Scorpio type of energy, which is the sexiest of them all. And wow, romance, celebration, party, and virgin. So it's interesting, that juxtaposition. Like, like I said, with the caterpillar, you came on very soft,
laid back,
slow, maybe even pure. But then when they think of you in the sheets, they think of you as like, wow, amazing, more than just romance, more than just fun. It says party here, as something ferocious, as something that sweeps them off their feet. All these hearts here, all this romance, you see the roses, and it's something that they were not expecting. It's definitely intense and memorable. But let's see, in terms of the other party, what they like about the other party the most. Okay, so new job, career. This other person may be a good networking opportunity for this love interest that you have in mind, or they may have done them favors that they need in their life. So with the seeker, maybe this person, the third party person, is someone who has a thirst for knowledge. And like I said, they're networking. They know more people, more things. They have better assets than you, for instance. And that's why this person, what this person, romantic interest most likes about this third party. And it says maybe inability to commit. And the rescuer, it could be that this person, this third party, rescued this love interest that you have in mind when they were like down and out. Okay. Or it could also be that because this third party person rejects them or seems distant emotionally and seems more involved in their job or their career or their own goals and dreams, that this love interest that you have in mind feels this hot and cold energy, kind of like repelling, but then drawing this love interest back to them. So yeah, it says provide strength and support to others in crisis. Or like I said, this person provides new job, career, networking opportunities in some way to this love interest that you have in mind. And therefore, these are the qualities that this person likes very much in this third party. Whereas in you, what they like is how you came on
guarded or subtly,
like virginal, very pure, very innocent, maybe even closed off, and then boom, you were like this romantic, intense creature. And it was like fun with you, with the party, excitement. You know, it's like sparks flew, so they felt more alive. We see that breakthrough card there as well. Yeah. So this is our reading, pile one. I hope that this was informative for you. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to support the channel. And I hope to catch you later. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this blue, beige, and white stone, and or the number 2. And this is the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile and asking the question, what is one of the ways that this person, this love interest on your mind, thinks or feels about intimacy with you? With the High Priestess, it is a mysterious card. It's a card of mystery. So I'm definitely going to take out 2 or 3 more cards to define what this is talking about. But here it could be saying that
they think you have good intuition, or
there's a mysterious like type of Piscean quality about you, which is kind of good, especially if this person has a lot of like water elements in their chart or they're a water sign. Or it could very well just be that they don't know what to make of you with the High Priestess. It's too mysterious,
Neptunian,
it's too out there, and they're trying to like make sense of it. So we're going to see how you compare in their mind to the third party, to this other person that you were asking about. So let's take a look at some cards for what this love interest thinks about intimacy with you, and how you are in bed versus how this other person is in bed. Okay, let's see. For the other person. Okay. All right. And for you, let's get one more card. Okay. Wow. Okay. All positive cards here for how they see intimacy with you. So with the Queen of Pentacles, they feel like you're a bit of a high maintenance lover. It's like There's an eagerness to please you here, that you're high quality. With the Six of Cups, it may be that they feel you have similar styles in lovemaking, because this is like the twinning situation, and maybe your South Node is conjunct with this person's Sun, for example. So it feels very familiar, very comfortable for this person with the Temperance. I wouldn't say it's electrifying. No, not at all. But with this other person, wow, okay.
I'm seeing at least 2 negative cards.
Now, with the Hierophant card, I don't know if this other person and your person, the person that is your love interest that you're asking about, are married, or they're engaged, because the Hierophant card is a card of institutions or of being committed.
Or disciplined.
So this person does have feelings of commitment towards the other person. They feel, with the Nine of Swords here, they feel lesser than the other person. So they look at this other party, this third party, as like someone that is very high up there, that they are eager to please, and they feel deficient in some way. With the Death card and the Ten of Cups,
Pleasure, joy, family.
this indicates that this person seeks after or wants intimacy with this other party, and that they really like it. So yes, they do view intimacy with you positively. It's very comfortable,
Validating.
and they are somewhat eager to please you. But now I can understand why we had the High Priestess card here. It's like they don't know where to place it, because intimacy or sex with this other person
Reminded them of happier times in life, and even could be more triggering.
they feel more in-depth emotions. This is the Scorpio energy here. They feel more intense highs or more intense lows, and therefore their brain, or their second brain, is telling them that this sexual experience with this other party is more intense and more
Associated with idealism, fairy tales, but also anxiety inducing because it goes against convention somehow with the Hierophant and the Nine of Swords. So it could be what this person craves as well.
because you feel familiar, you feel comfortable. With the Temperance, it could be an equal give or take, whereas this person may crave intensity, especially sexually, and or they just think the other person is gorgeous, has the whole package, so they just feel deficient, and they're overestimating how good the other person is in their mind. Okay, but let's get a clarifier for this. Okay, and we have Dog Far Away, and we have Rat. Okay, so the clarifier that I'm seeing with this is that this other
Party, this third person party that your love interest is involved with,
or was involved with, this ex or current partner, has a bit of a shady quality to them, or they're more cutthroat. So
your person, the love interest,
is like very eager to please or not to disappoint this person. Like, let's say you're watching this for your boyfriend's ex, right? The third party could be the ex. Sorry to say this, but it seems like they are kind of grieving their ex, or they are seeing this ex as like better than it was because of them being far away from each other, or of the distance, or because this third party
is shifty, cunning, or
has a more intense personality, or was more demanding of them, or shamed them in some way, made them feel lesser than. So when this love interest of yours felt lesser than, they associated this person with more pleasure and as being sexier somehow.
more dangerous than you, therefore seductive and memorable.
And but I'm gonna say that with you, things are even keeled. There are no negative cards here at all. So don't think that this person thinks you're bad in bed at all, because there's an equal give or take. This is actually quite a romantic card.
It's tender.
And Queen of Pentacles, they would be eager to be with you again, and they think of you as being worthy and
Hot.
yeah, even a bit mysterious. Okay, wow. These cards definitely flew out. Okay, pay attention to your work. So maybe this love interest that you're watching for, they're just so preoccupied with their work or with their goals, ambitions, or that's how they distract themselves and increase your efforts. And with this, I'm also seeing that their danger says, especially in money matters, that this person may feel like they have to spend more money on you, or that somehow like committing to you fully would be a danger to them, or that if you like really knew them truly, you would like give them the boot. Yeah, so there's this tentativeness, this tentative energy that they have regarding themselves and their self-esteem. But by all accounts here, it seems like you're doing the right thing. They really like how you are in bed. It's quite compatible and pleasant. And with the bear here, though, I must say there might be something that you're doing wrong sexually, according to this person. And I want to see a clarifier for what that is. I mean, it depends on the person watching this reading. You probably know what that is. But so here are some possible scenarios as to what, in their mind, they think you're doing wrong or is rubbing them the wrong way. So we have influence. It could be that there is another person, or you're entertaining other people, or you're letting other people influence your style in lovemaking. Okay. Or it could very well be that you're intimidated by this person. They feel like you're intimidated. Yeah. With the enterprise, it could also be that for others of you watching, that you take too much of the initiative. Yeah. You know, with the Aries card, that's very forward. Or for others of you watching, it could even be that you're resistant. You're holding back something because you're being influenced by other people, by your peers, or by your own body hangups. Or that you're trying too hard because you've been brainwashed into thinking that you have to do too much instead of like lay back and let this person take the lead. Yeah, so this could also be what this is indicating. Like you're working too hard and you're paying attention to the details too much and increasing your efforts too much, whereas this person would prefer like you take a back seat and let them work for it. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. And also, let's take a look at some cards for what this person likes the most about you, and some cards for what this person likes the most about the third party. Okay, so let's see which cards are coming through. One from there. Okay, and one more from here. Okay, and let's take one from here. Okay, let's see. So what they like the most about you. Engineer, Messiah. We have High Priestess again. Okay, your mysterious qualities, or if you're Pisces or Pisces rising, they like that quality about you. Your softness, your gentleness, your thoughtfulness. It says serving humanity with humility. So how you are of service to this person, how sacrificial or sacrificing you are, how thoughtful you are, how kind of mysterious you can be at times as well. Like they don't know what you're thinking exactly. Or how deep and profound you are with the Messiah, that you think things through and that you are considerate of every facet. And it could also be like, for those of you who are interested in space and engineering, or, you know, like if you're in a profession such as like a programmer, they like that about you. How mathematical, how rational you can be with the engineer. Yeah, talent for designing resolution to common dilemmas, and King of Wands. So also it could be that you're very giving and you are level-headed, as I could also see with the Queen of Pentacles.
She has self-mastery.
So your rational mind, and also with the King of Wands, I want to get a clarifier for this, but it could be that, you know, you have this leadership quality. That is a card of leadership. So I don't know, do you have a job that is of a leadership quality? Wow, marriage, you're great marriage material, according to them, and the Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. You're focused on your goals, you're focused on leadership.
You're a competent problem solver.
And that you would make a good partner, especially for them, because we're reading for this person. So, yeah, deep personal strength. They admire your strength, your resilience,
your passion and can-do attitude,
your service, and how
confident or
committed you are to getting things done and being rational. And also Yeah, this Messiah would also indicate leadership qualities and thoughtfulness. Let's see. So what they like the most about the other person, Five of Pentacles. Very interesting. We have the Temperance, Five of Pentacles. So this person feels like they can be of help. So they feel needed by this third party. You know, like the angel coming to the rescue of this poor Five of Pentacles. So this other party, this third party, whether it's a current partner of theirs or an ex, they feel like this person is more helpless and draws out their more instinctual side. And they feel like they're more in control and they can be of help. They're useful around this person, or they're made to feel that way. Yes, exactly. Page of Swords, someone who takes initiative. They feel more learned, more wise than this person, because this person is able to put themselves in a position where they show themselves as being vulnerable or helpless or as needing the other one to fix their problems. But somehow this tactic works on this love interest. So then we have the dilettante, exactly as I was saying before, like they don't know what they're doing, or they ask for help, like, oh, can you help pay my bills? Or can you fix this for me? Oh, thank you so much. I wouldn't know how to do that without you. You're so helpful. Also with the dilettante, it could also show like this other third party, this other party may have like a more freewheeling side. There, with the Page of Swords, that's also like the student card here. Someone who's like more risk-taking, someone who's not so structured as we see here with this card, with these cards for you. Someone who's more like young or fresh, I would say. And then we have the Teacher card. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I feel like this love interest that you're inquiring about feels like they have something to teach the other person, and that the other person seems to appreciate their insights or seems to need their help, and so they feel useful around this other person. And or this third party also has qualities where they're more interested about the world. They like exploring other countries, and like I said, they're freewheeling or they're adventurous, and they
have interesting hobbies or an interesting lifestyle, culture.
And so this love interest that you're inquiring about finds those qualities in this other party appealing. So those are the things that I'm seeing for you, pile 2. I hope that this was informative. Press the like and subscribe button if you want to support the channel. And I hope to catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the purple stone, the number 3, and or this card that flew out as I was shuffling and asking the question, what is one of the ways that this person views intimacy with you? And Knight of Pentacles is what flew out, and it is a positive card. Of course, we're going to be taking a look at further cards that come through, but initially I'm seeing here that there is some sort of reaching out, trying to give you something, if you know what I mean. There is like an eagerness.
This card can also mean perseverance or prudence, or
like they're encouraged to try again. Yeah, but let's take a look at how this person views intimacy with you, and then how this person views intimacy with the other person, so we can see who they think is better in the sheets for them, in their own opinion, of course. So let's see. Okay, so for the other person, we got the Tower card. Okay. Oh. All right. And let's see what other cards came through for this. Okay. For this other third party person. 8 of, oh, okay. That flew up for you. And this is the last card for this other person, Justice. Okay, wow, what a turnaround. So initially, as we got this card here, there's this definite urgency to give it to you, if you know what I mean. And we can see that with the 8 of Wands as well. Like, they're definitely trying to shoot their shot here. If they could have their way with you, they would. If they could get together with you intimately, they would. Or maybe you guys are together. I don't know the situation. But they feel defeated somehow. Like maybe you don't want to have intimacy as much as they do, because here you see this person is like pursuing, they're hot for you. They feel that you are hot. They feel that you can be or are fulfilling sexually for this person. But it's like you're holding back and you don't maybe find them attractive or compatible with you. So there's this urgency like here with, I'm going to please you, like give me another chance. I can be the one for you. And here what I'm picking up is like they find you to be hot, but you are just like holding back from them and not really impressed by them sexually, in their opinion. But in terms of what this person wants, definitely they would like to have a quick romance with you, an affair. Not that I'm saying it's going to be short-lived. With the 9 of Pentacles, there's fulfillment here that yes, you can be a good sexual partner, but there's something that you're holding back from them, or maybe you're just not interested in them. I don't know, maybe this is your ex and that's why they're feeling this way, like you wouldn't dare try. But if they could have their way, of course they would have a tryst with you, and they think that it would be pleasurable, it would be fun with the 9 of Pentacles and the lovely, romantic, impetuous, spontaneous Knight of Wands. So yeah, at least there's this energy here of wham bam, thank you ma'am. Now definitely you have more positive cards than how they're feeling about the third party, okay? Because they're feeling the Tower, like, oh crap, this is some dangerous ish. And the 8 of Pentacles shows like this is something that they have to work very hard at, and it's something that is not balanced. So definitely you win in terms of intimacy. Like this person views intimacy as more exciting and potentially more fulfilling than with this other person, because they have to show more effort. It's not as organic as it is with you. And with the Justice card here, you see it's like a leave it or take it type of situation. Hit or miss. So maybe this third party that you're watching for is this person's ex, and that's why this person just sees this as like hard work and not something that they're called to have intimacy with. It's like a take it or leave it situation, or something that is even negative, I would say, leaning more towards negative with these 2 negative cards here. So yes, this person definitely finds you more attractive in the sheets than this other person. But are you holding back from them? Are you like playing hot and cold or not giving in to them? I don't know why we're getting this desperate energy from this other person. So let's take a look at some cards for what they most like about you, and some cards for what maybe they like about this other person. Okay, so for you, Seeker,
8 of Cups energy.
Okay, so maybe you're the type of person that would leave them if they did something wrong. They get that type of vibe from you. So therefore, bully. Okay, are you more aggressive or more impulsive than this person? Or maybe you say nasty things when you're in the sheets, and obviously this person likes that. And you're intimidating. But obviously, since we're asking what they like about you, it seems like they like this intimidation or this dirty talk or this dominatrix type of style that you have, or that you're not easily pleased. And as for what they like about the other person, Don Juan, it shows that this third party was someone who tried to seduce them. So they're very open to being seduced by this person that you're inquiring about. So that's what they like about him. Like there's a romantic quality to the third party. There's something that maybe they're a good dancer, or they have a good body, or there's like an association with music. And like outwardly they're seductive, but somehow, like I saw here, intimacy is not as good as it is with you. And we also have the visionary.
So maybe this third party understands their expectations and tries to cater to them.
Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So the selflessness of the third party, or what they feel could be the potential selflessness, and like they could be totally devoted to this person that you're asking about. This third party could be totally devoted. And so very eager to please type of qualities in this third party.
This third party could also be very encouraging of their dreams, like a cheerleader of theirs, as it says here.
Without regard to personal gain. And also maybe this other person also has like qualities where they plan for the future. They're more put together than you, for example. Like they have a 401k, a retirement plan, or they have more of their ducks in a row, at least financially or job-wise. But let's see what that is indicating here. Okay, dagger, fear, tense, worries, joys. Definitely, I see that with the tower. So maybe there's some more dangerous quality to this, some more hidden like agenda, something that shouldn't be. So there's like this air of
taboo, tension, toxicity.
So they kind of like that, or the fear, the nerves. Okay, and yeah, the tenseness, the tension between these two people. So it could be that like this person, this third party could have been betrayed, but still is hung up on this person you're inquiring about. And so this person is attracted to the third party's qualities in being betrayed and still wanting to woo this love interest. Okay, and as for you, let's see, anything else? Ooh, okay, we got one more insight here. Lightning. Wow, control your anger or Yok-Sari. Okay, the anger or the verbal matches, the fighting, the intensity that these two shared in the past. Yeah, is something that this person finds attractive. Okay, and as for you, bird flying, how free you are, how
flexible or aloof you can be,
how idealistic and how like much of a traveler, a seeker you are, and maybe you have a beautiful voice is another download that I'm getting here.
If you're petite, this person also likes that about you, or this could indicate that
you are someone who is reaching for
more than you have,
greater heights than what this person can offer you. Like you're not just into this person, as we can see here, so they have to chase you, and you're more of
a challenge or hidden flirt
than I would say this other person. Yeah. So those are the things that I'm getting, and I hope that this was informative for you, Pile 3. And please press that like and subscribe button if you want to support the channel. I hope to catch you later. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this pale stone here, the light pink, the number 4, and or the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile, the Chariot. The question I asked as I was shuffling was, what is one of the ways that this person views intimacy with you? We have the Chariot. So interesting, in this depiction, it's like this, should we go this way or that way? There's some confusion here with this particular Chariot. It's almost like, yes, we'll try, but should I do this or should I not do this? Is it good or is it not good? There's some sort of uncertainty regarding intimacy with you. But I'm going to take a look at the cards and get a sense of how this person views intimacy with you.
SEX, I mean.
And how they view intimacy with the other person, so that we can compare which of you guys this person thinks is better in the sheets for them. Of course, this is all very subjective for this person. So let's see. Okay, 2 of Cups. That's a good harbinger initially. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay, 4 of Swords. And the 6 of Wands. Okay, so they feel empowered.
Ticking the boxes.
They feel good about themselves. They feel like it would be good. But there's some sort of like indifference here, or uncertainty, or maybe guilt, because maybe this person has someone else in their life. As we can see with the 4 of Swords, this person is thinking of someone else as well. So yeah, that's the first inkling that I'm getting. But let's see what this how this person views intimacy with this third party, whoever this person is, whether it's their ex or this current partner that you're watching for. Okay. We have Temperance. We have Tower. We have Knight of Cups. Wow. The most romantic one. Okay. So let me get a clarifier for that Tower and for the Four of Swords. Okay. Apple. Definitely something very tempting. They view intimacy as like very tempting. And they're kind of like blind and drunk in love type of intimacy here with the third party. So it's explosive. It's something that shakes them. It's something that they feel is give and take. It's something that fills their soul, but also makes them feel unsteady on their feet. Knight of Cups, extremely romantic, extremely positive, and also something that's very tempting. Maybe that there's an element of this third party being someone off limits to this person, this love interest that you're inquiring about. And with the turkey, it says someone is behaving stupidly. They feel dumb around this person. They feel out of control, but in a way that's like very sexual, like they're just shaking in their boots, lively and very pleased. And in terms of you, so this person
Thinks the performance is okay, but
you know, we got the Chariot card here. Yes, it's good with you. I would say based off of the first card alone, the Two of Cups, it's enjoyable. However, there's this hesitancy here because this person seems to be hung up on someone else, which I think is a third party here.
or the Four of Swords could indicate repetition, thus routine and boredom.
But in terms of their own achievement in bed with you, they feel proud of themselves. They feel like, yeah, I'm good. It's good. Nothing wrong with it per se, but it's just that they have someone else, which I think is a third party in their mind, which they think is better in the sheets.
Maybe more dramatic.
So, let's see, any other clarifiers for this? It's coming through. Okay, a bunch of cards flew out, and from these, one of these cards wants to come out. So, ooh, okay. All right. We'll take these. Chair filled. Exactly as I was saying, someone else is in this person's mind, this third party or someone from their past, or another love interest. So that's why they're not sure how to view this intimacy with you, even though it's not lacking per se, except for their own subconscious. Then we have peace and harmony. Maybe it's too boring with you in terms of like the intimacy. It's good, but it's not like rocking their world. And yeah, they already have someone in that position in mind who they think is sexier. Forces working against you, as it says. And these forces are that this person is hung up on someone else sexually. Not that they can't enjoy intimacy with you as well if you were in a current relationship with them, but it seems like someone else was in their mind unforgettable sexually. And that's something that's working against you. And it's not your fault. It's this person's own mind. We also have family wishes. So another thing that I'm getting here is like maybe this person carries around shame and guilt from their family associations. Like, let's say their mother was like super hard on them, or their dad or their parents wouldn't like you. Like Justin Bieber song came to mind, like, my mama don't like you. She likes everyone. So that type of vibe came through here where they're just not sure like where you would fit into their family, or if they feel like you're
A familial damper.
yeah, you would not fit in well, that they had someone else in mind in terms of like commitment or marriage material. Yeah, but like I said, it could also be that the sex is good, but it's not like earth-shattering, and it's just too harmonious, too peaceful, too unelectrifying for this person when they compare it to this third party. Okay, so Let's take a look at what they like most about you. Not most, but what they like about you, and also what they like about the third party here. So let's see what they like most about you. Actually, this came for the third party. We have defense here. We have birth. Okay, your nurturing side, your adaptability, maybe your flexibility, or that you cave into them. You could be a submissive here. With a defense, it could be that this other person, what they like about this other person is this other person pushes back, argues, and they could even be something that is off limits, as I said before, with the temptation and the defense. So it's someone that definitely jolts them awake, and someone that challenges them or says, wait a minute, stop, and is not flexible like you are. So let's see what else they like about this other person. Ooh, femme fatale. They find this other person just seductive or more physically appealing than the other partners that they've been with. They find her or whoever this other third party is very sensual, very sexual, erotic, full of erotic energy, feminine energy. I'm sorry if that stings. And the healer. So this other third party's tricks works on this person's mind. They know how to penetrate their mind and their body. Penetrate, pun intended. But yeah. So this femme fatale makes it very clear that I'm getting like Justin Timberlake vibes here from that song, like Ayo Technology. That song 50 Cent. That's how they're feeling towards this person, like very visceral, very erotic type of energy between this romantic interest that you were asking about and this third party. That's their perception of this person, like very sexy, and someone who's flirtatious, knows how to play tricks, games with their mind, and is a challenge. And also, let's see what they like about you. We got these two cards up. We have Scribe, and we have Child Divine. Your innocence, your delight, your fun side. Purity, it says redemption. And with the Scribe here, that you remember all the little things that they did for you, and you take note of it. So they feel like maybe you have Venus in Virgo or Mars in Virgo, or Venus, Virgo sun. So there's something very like meticulous about you, someone who pays attention to the little details of this person, and they like that side about you. Like maybe you're a neat person, or you're someone who pays attention to the small details, or you get gifts that show that you pay attention to the little things that they said. Shows like great care and concern, and the nurturing energy that they feel from you. It's like a Cancer or Leo vibes. But we also have Gemini. But with this, what I'm getting more is like you're more malleable, like a child would be, or you're flexible, and you're just like more upbeat and cheerful. Okay, so these were the signs that we saw for you, Pile 4. And just to answer your question, sorry to say this, but the third party seems more, at least in this person's mind, better suited for this person that you're inquiring about in their preferences. Everybody has a preference, and it's not your fault or anybody's fault, but this is what I'm seeing with the cards. And if you disagree, of course, you could look at another pile or go to another reading altogether. Just have to keep it honest. So I hope that you found this informative. If you could please press that like and subscribe button to support the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And I hope to catch you later. Bye. Hi, Pile 5. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the blue and white stone, the number 5, and this card flew out as I was shuffling for your pile, which is the 4 of Swords. And the question that I asked as I was picking this card is, what is one of the ways that this person on your mind, this love interest, views intimacy with you? And 4 of Swords, it's a sleeper card. Or avoidant. I wouldn't say there's any intensity here. Maybe it's in a dream state, or maybe there's some impassivity regarding you and this person, because this is not a passionate card. Okay, so we're going to take a look at some more cards as to how they view intimacy, sexual relations with you versus this other third party that you were asking about, whether it be this person's ex or a current partner. Okay, so let's see which cards are coming through for how this love interest that you're inquiring about views intimacy with you. Okay, so and one more. Okay, and one more for the other party. Okay. So, very interesting. Okay. So, right off the bat, when we compare your cards, not your cards, but how this person views intimacy with you versus with the other person, I'm sorry to say, it seems like this other third party person is more attractive or sexy or ideal emotionally and physically for this love interest that you're asking about. The Page of Cups is very romantic card. It's a very playful, novel card of wanting to take all the steps. There's passion here. There's lust here. And of course, with you, there's also some lust as well. This card symbolizes infatuation or impulsivity in relationships, or it's like dynamism, and it requires caution because the Knight of Wands is a fast-moving energy. You leap, and then with the Hangman, there's like, no, like this is not a good idea. Sure, it's maybe fulfilling for the short term or for the duration, but I don't see any cups cards here like we see here, and the Empress is like an amazing card. We have 2 cups cards here for the third party. The third party has this person's attention sexually and is regarded as like the ideal or as like one of the best of the best or the creme de la creme. And if you don't agree, of course, please switch off and go to another reading. I just have to read the cards as I see them. Yeah, so if there is sexual relations between you guys, it's hasty. There is that, for lack of a better word, there is coming, but it's like stalled at the emotional level, or there's upheaval at the emotional level where they don't feel satisfied or emotionally invested. We have that with the initial card here that came through, the Four of Swords. It's like a sleeper, hit or miss type of energy. So clearly, I'm sorry to say, pile 5, this third party is deemed, in this person's opinion, to be better in bed than you. With you, maybe they find it to be not nutritious, like fast food, or there's something like dysfunctional, or what they deem to be boring, or yeah, maybe they're dreaming of the other person right now, and they're viewing you mostly as like a piece of meat or as like quick satisfaction, something that could get their rocks off temporarily, but there isn't an emotional or raw sexual chemistry here, according to how they view it. But with the other person, they see it as like idealistic, as the other person is like emotionally and physically very appealing to them. But let's see what this person likes about you. Let's get 2 cards, what they like about you. Okay, actually this card came out for this side, and the Lover. So for you, they like how endearing you are. You have great passion and devotion and appreciation for them, in their opinion. And what they like about the other person is the femme fatale, the seductive qualities. They just find this other person, maybe because of astrologically they're just more potent, like they have Mars Pluto contacts, it's a conjunct, or maybe they have Venus conjunct Mars. You're just born with that compatibility, the synastry chart or whatever. So it just seems like they're more compatible sexually than you two would be. So let's see, one more card for what they most like about. Okay, 2 cards came through. We have King and Gossip. So enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. You're kind, you're generous.
Your job might be good too.
Maybe you give this person a sense of direction. Then we also have the Gossip. It's good to talk to you. You're a good communicator.
Or confidant.
Yeah, so the communication skills is what I'm picking up here. And let's see, one more card for what they like about this other person. A lot. Let's see. We also have Saboteur. So maybe this person, this romantic interest you're doing this reading on, is someone who self-sabotages. So this person fits that bill, or they're more exciting, and it says highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the change it would bring to your life. And also what they seem to like about this other person is like this element of risk taking that this third party introduces into their life, or that they feel high when around them, maybe even literally, God knows, or at least in the erotic sense, they feel high, they feel
like a bad boy or girl.
They can escape from reality, suspend belief for a second because everything seems so magical and chemistry-wise, you know what I mean? And, or this could also indicate that this third party, in this person's opinion, is someone who is not very predictable. So someone who could leave them behind if they do something wrong. And that's like somehow exciting to this person. But let's see what that's indicating here. We have December. That's the Capricorn or Sagittarius energy. So maybe this third party is that way. And or with the fairy energy here, it's just like this person is more feminine. So like maybe this person's Venus is strongly interacting with this other person's Mars. And we also have Quail for you. This card came through, get back to the basics. So what they like about you is that maybe you're a good writer, like we said before, communicator.
Or you're a standard non-dramatic person. Or
you fulfill like the basic tenets or what one would need basically to get ahead in life, or to have opportunities, or to feel safe and secure as one would feel under a benevolent king who has organized everything in this person's life. So you feel like more calm and I hate to say the word basic, but I hope that you catch my drift. Like you feel more easy to relate to or
maneuver, hang out with, or
loving to them, and more like clear and direct, and they know how to handle you. That's what they like about you. They feel like they're in control. So that's what I'm getting with that pile 5. And I hope that this was informative. If you found it so, please click the like and subscribe button to support the channel. And I hope to catch you in the next reading. Have a lovely day. Bye. Hi, Pile 6. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the red stone, the number 6, and this card that flew out for your pile as I was shuffling, the Queen of Wands. The question I asked as I was shuffling was, what is one of the ways that this person, this love interest that you're inquiring about, use their intimate relationship with you? And we have the Queen of Wands. It's a formidable energy.
Strong contender.
So we can see here that this person definitely thinks that you are or were someone special, powerful, maybe even overbearing or demanding of this person, that they feel they have to be on point with, that they can't like just mess around sexually with, like they have to take seriously. But let's take a look at some more cards as to how this person views intimacy with you. versus this third party, whether it be this person's ex or current partner, whatever this third party person means to you. Okay, so let's see what cards come through for you and for the third party, and what they view intimacy and who they think is better. Okay, so these two belong here. Okay, for the other person, these two for you, and okay. Now, the cards that we got for you, let's see. Okay, there is the, okay, I'm going to have to reshuffle because I feel like these cards, okay, so this does belong here. We have the Magician, we have Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Magician. Okay, now for the other person, let's see how they view intimacy with the other person.
Not good cards to start out with. Nine of Swords, it means they're bored or anxious or evading something.
Okay, so for the other person, we got, wow, the Four of Cups. That's a card of boredom or of not feeling motivated, maybe. But we have the Ace of Wands underneath it, and the Nine of Swords. There's like some built up resentment or anxiety about performance. So maybe there's a sense of guilt. Yeah, then we have the Four of Pentacles.
Guardedness and not wanting to open up, maybe for security reasons.
There's a very indecisive energy.
Actually, like this person is tired or ambivalent.
Yeah, with both of you. So here, I would say that both of you are viewed similarly in that this person thinks that you both are on the same level sexually for this person in bed. Because we have a mixed bag of positive and negative cards for both. So I'm going to take out one clarifier because we're missing a card for you here. But one thing I could say for certain is that something about the other person sexually makes this person feel not as excited as they did initially. You see the Ace of Wands. They're missing that oomph, that freshness. Maybe it started off fresh. Maybe it started off exciting. But they're lacking that now. They're like, nah, don't want it. Here, there's some anxiety about moving forward or doing the deed, maybe because they're thinking of someone else or you. And the Four of Pentacles is
passionless or a habit. They're not
seeing this as something exciting, but more for the sake of security or more for the sake of just passing the time. It's also can be perceived as like boredom here or lack of passion. So a card that lacks passion, but more about materialism, more about let me be logical here, let me look out for myself. But you see there's anxiety about, this card defines the Nine of Swords, and there's depression here. There's anxiety about even doing the deed, or that there is a lack of intimacy between the third party and this person. So in a way, you're kind of a little bit better in this person's mind, intimacy wise. Although you starting off with a Two of Pentacles is also a wishy-washy energy. Also with the Four of Swords, it's a type of sleepy energy. The swords are not a good
emotional
harbinger, actually. We don't have cups here. We're missing cups. So, yeah. So this person, it seems like it's just very matter of fact. Maybe it's just efficient to be with you, if you catch my drift. Like maybe you're just, in their mind, like pretty or good on paper, what others would desire. You're pretty enough, you're good enough. So, okay, they'll do this thing, if you know what I mean with the thing. But there is a lack of passion here, I would say. And it's like this person, maybe they're in their feelings about some other relationships or some traumas that they've had in their past, so they can't really open up their hearts or be emotionally available here, is what I'm catching with these cards. It's more about like the conquest or the mechanism of this. This is a very mechanical magician here, flanked by all of these swords or this ambivalent Two of Pentacles energy. It's like sometimes it's okay, and on paper you are gorgeous, like they should enjoy it, but somehow they can't bring themselves to fully enjoy or revel in it, or to be emotionally available while doing the deed with you. Maybe you're with the Queen of Swords here, maybe you're too rough, or your technique is not what they're used to. So maybe like your Venus and Mars in synastry in your charts together don't match up very well, or how this person would want it to. It's just like full of trines or sextiles, but it's not full of like Pluto aspects, or it's not full of like powerful conjunctions to the moon. I don't see this person's moon being aspected by your astrological chart, or it could just be that they're not in a space right now emotionally available. But interestingly, we have with the Queen of Wands, like they view you as someone that should be on paper a good match for them, intimacy wise. Maybe you have the body for it, maybe you have the face for it, you have the looks, the status for it, what others would deem sexy or a catch. But yeah, they're not really full of desire here for you intimately. And for the other person, there's also like a sense of guilt, a sense of like, well, I've left that behind, or I should leave that behind. Yeah, so this person is closed off to the other person as well. But I want to see, clarify for why they're not like emotionally open here. Deals a relationship with a dark woman. So maybe another woman that they dealt with who has dark hair or long hair here had their heart. The Ace of Wands, it's a card of romantic starts. And so after that plan fell through, they just can't bring themselves to fully open up themselves emotionally. And or it could be saying that this third party turned sour or
Toxic.
Yeah, they're on the outs with each other. So this person
Feels regretful.
just like can't face the music and wants to guard their heart and doesn't want to be emotionally intimate or open with this third party. So it seems like for both parties here that this person is emotionally unavailable and doesn't think much sexually, as like, oh, these two parties are like, wow, you know, sexual napalm for me, or amazing for me. No, I don't get that. It could just be okay with you, and or with the other person. There could be a lot of guilt involved, a lot of disappointment involved, a lot of like, well, I have to guard my heart because I've been disappointed in love and I'm like indifferent or blasé to it now. So yeah, so it's not even exciting for this person with a third party sexually anymore. Okay, and let's see what this person likes about you. 2 cards, and what this person likes about the other person. So we have, wow, the Saboteur and the Priest card came out together. So 3 cards came out for what this person likes. Let's see. Okay, so we have Child Wounded, Martyr. Okay. So here, what it could be is that, like, let's say you're watching this for this third party is an ex of this love interest that you're asking about, and it could just be that, you know, they have nostalgic links. They have a similar childhood wound. With the Martyr, it could be that they had made sacrifices for this person, or the third party had made many sacrifices for this person that you're watching for. And so this is what they like the sacrificial nature of this relationship or of the third party. And we have the King card here, Enlightened Benevolent Leadership. Okay, so it could also be that they feel more in control, or like they are the man in this relationship with this other person. So they feel like they're more
capable.
You see how in both cases here, like they have a more leading role, and the other person is at a deficit, or the martyr, the third party is. So they feel more like they can be seen as a hero or seen as someone who is like powerful and
as a stabilizing force, or
will not be rattled, so they can keep their security. You see that, the Four of Pentacles, they can keep doing what they've been doing and get away with it, and they don't have to change the status quo. This card is the status quo with the third party. Now with you, what they like about you
is that it is
something out of the box. You were something out of the box for them with the Saboteur. Maybe they hadn't been with someone like you before. Maybe you're not their usual type, or you are everybody's usual type and they hadn't been with someone like you before. So something exciting about this. And then with the Priest, again, I'm seeing like something out of reach,
or a spiritual connection.
and also maybe you pulled this person out of a tough spot, like when they were in a very hard time in their life and struggling. You were that conduit that facilitated spiritual commitment and a channel of spiritual energy. You lifted them up from the depths of despair or depression. So here you were like an advisor to this person, a wise person, a counselor. So they like those qualities about you. And let's see, one more. Okay. Wow. Okay. Love and yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. And then we have love. So maybe you have similar hangups in love. And another thing that this person may like about you is that you're actually pretty easy to love, or you should be pretty easy to love on paper. And you have a soft heart, a soft spot for them maybe. And I'm going to come out and say it might sound a little dirty. I'm going to try to keep it PG-13. They like the box or the instrument that you're working with. Okay, so technically they like it, the fit, the size, whatever you're working with, they like it. And yeah, so the physical parts, they find that attractive. It's just more so like the emotional connection isn't there, or the compatibility for them. And that's just, you know, a mental thing, or it could just be like they're just born that way because that's what the natal chart is. And, you know, you can't like forge chemistry. It's either there or not. You could have the hottest girl, but it's either going to be bang on or not. And then we have the Stork for this other person, this third party, news of birth or new business opportunity. Okay. So for some of y'all, this person could be somehow like a baby mama or baby daddy. So what they love about this person is
family ties,
that they're the mother of their child, and that they love their child, and so they must love this person for giving them that child. Or the other thing is this person has opened or tried to open business opportunities, or yeah, a new era for this person that you're watching for. So yeah, take that how it resonates. But there's also that expectant energy that the third party, they feel, is someone that expected the best from them and has or had high hopes for them. So it was almost like this love of the third party didn't make them see clearly. And so this person that you're inquiring about feels like this person was kind of blinded and deep into pile number 6. So this is the end of your reading, pile 6. I hope that this was informative. Thank you for watching. And if you liked it, could you please hit the like and subscribe button to support the channel? I hope to catch you again. Have a great one. Bye.